Hi, everyone.
Hello. Are we going to talk for 7 minutes before we introduce ourselves, or are we going to just remember to introduce ourselves?
Let's just do it like we're pros, like we've been doing this for 3 years.
For two to some years.
I just got a notification on Facebook that our
2 years ago.
our first Facebook photo was posted together like 2 years ago. It feels like longer than 2 years, but I guess it's only been 2 years.
It's been 2 years since we, I guess, started, which is, oh, sorry, I had to do that.
Good. That's a lot of Doctor Who in 2 years, I feel like.
That's a lot of Doctor Who, in my opinion. We've knocked out quite a bit. And we're really flying through it now. And like, I watched our very first promo video because it came up in the Facebook memories, and I just wanted to watch it. And we're just such babies, both of us. Like, it's just so cute. I was like, oh, neither had any idea what was coming for them.
Yup.
It's so good. I have such a hard time watching I've glanced at some of our old reactions. I can't stand them. Some of them. Myself. It's me. Because I was just so excited and nervous in the first season, and I was just like, chill out.
It's hard to know, like, what to say as the fan.
It was just so new.
When to talk and when not to, and like, I find myself still, like, not being sure.
Oh, yeah. There was, like, stuff last episode that I was like, do I say this now, or do I?
Yeah. Do I wait? Do I say it now?
And I'm gonna try to wait. You know, like, just chill. It's fine.
Sit and wait.
Yeah.
Sit and wait. Hi, this is Gallifrey Galaxy Wibbly Wobbly. I'm Paula. That's KATRINA.
I acknowledged it, and we still went past it. So
we spent
welcome to our show.
About how we weren't going to do it, that we inevitably just did it. Welcome to us.
This is our life.
Who?
And we're almost at the end of series 6.
We sure are.
Just said goodbye to Amy and Rory.
I've said goodbye to Rory before, and I gotta tell you, he came back.
He did, in a pretty big way, too. Pretty big way. Oh, Rory Williams. I guess we'll see.
Donna, Rory.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at, my companion list at the moment.
Donna and Rose are tied for me for 2 different reasons. They're both, like, neck and neck. But that's just my personal thing. But it's literally for 2, like, different ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
You know? But there are, I don't know, Donna might surpass her, though. There's a lot of, she's remarkable. Stupid snowball.
I know, my microphone keeps, like, it randomly, like, thinks it's not working, so I just have to, like, mute and unmute, and then it starts.
And it's like, oh no, I am.
Yeah,
just kidding.
So what do I need to know about series 6, episode 12, KATRINA? Sorry,
Loving time for you. Whatever that song is. No, this episode's called Closing Time.
Oh, that's why you're singing that. Cool,
yeah,
got it. Now I understand.
There's reasons. But yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to this episode.
Well, I guess.
And I can't preface it with anything because there's too spoilery. Okay. There's not much I can really preface these episodes with usually when.
Yeah.
In Moffat's time.
Yeah, I get that. I guess,
let's do it.
It's on the fridge.
I saw it.
And I've labelled the food and sort of numbed it.
Sophie, you don't need to number food.
It's just a suggestion. Also, my mum might phone.
Might? No one is coming to help me. Mum, I'm going to have to call you back.
I hope it's the doctor. I hope he's our companion this episode.
I'm coping on my own.
Hello, Craig. I'm back.
Craig.
Doctor, please. No, you shush. Shush.
Sleepy baby. That's why everything's labeled. There's a baby in there, and the baby is sleeping. That's why all the things are labeled as for the baby. It's not that he can't take care of himself. Oh, I'm so happy. Horrible. Is this Cyberman?
Sometimes this works, though.
me to do that?
Probably.
That was adorable.
Please, come on, I need something.
Probably
I'm rubbish at this.
A what?
Being a dad.
He likes that, Alfie, though personally he prefers to be
So
called
cute.
Stormagedon, Dark Lord of all.
Sorry, what?
That's what he calls himself.
How do
Oh,
you know
that's
that?
right.
I speak
He
baby.
talks to babies.
Of course you do.
Stormagedon,
I
Dark
don't even
Lord
know his
of all.
nappy needs changing. I'm not supposed to be his dad.
Nothing.
No, you've noticed something. You've got your noticing face on. I have
Nothing.
nightmares about that face.
Your noticing face.
Done noticing things. Didn't even notice that, for example.
You were leaving the alignment of
Ugh,
Exeter. What about that?
I needed
One
the
chance to
beginning
see
of
it, you said.
this.
Well, I was on my way.
Yes.
Yeah. Saw a shop, got a job. You got to live in the moment.
Oh, Stormageddon. We
I
gotta
love
name
it.
a baby after
Notice
that
something
now.
and
You
you're
know, a
investigating
true
Right?
it because
would.
it's you.
A
It's
true
really dangerous
a
and maybe
Whovian
one
would
of it.
definitely.
Name their kid
Doctor, I live here. I
Stormageddon.
need to know.
Dark Lord of all.
My baby lives here. My son. A teleport, like a beam me up teleport, like you see in Star Trek.
Exactly.
Now you get that.
Star Trek.
Now I get it.
Could be disguised as anything. Is that so surprising?
Doctor, are you gonna kiss me?
Yes, Craig. Yes, I am. Would you like that? Bit out of practice, but I've had some wonderful feedback.
I can't. I'm taken.
Look how you laughing.
Taken.
Make you feel more comfortable. What's happening? Well, first of all, I don't really love you except as a friend.
He keeps trying to not like bring
He
people on,
tries,
but people
but then that
insist.
they insist, and that selfish part of him that's desperate for, you know.
Okay, you want? Who
investigating?
am I to tell you not to come with me?
Ask
Who would I
questions.
be?
People like it when you're with a baby.
Come on, Alfie.
Craig! It's a coincidence! Happens. It's what the universe does for...
Can I have your autograph, please?
Yeah, sure.
Fun.
Petrichor.
That was
The
one
girl
of
who's
the.
tired of waiting. Well, that was sad.
Hello, Stormagedon.
Oh my god, I just will never be over it.
Help.
So good.
Hey. Dad's trying his best, you know. Yes, I know it's not his fault he doesn't have mammary glands. No, neither do I. Oh no.
That is upsetting.
Come on, Alfie. Run! It's only stun. It's gonna be okay. Good, Alfie. Craig, don't worry. Alfie is fine, but on no
Hello?
account enter the house. It must be shielded from metastatic energy, of course. Yeah, of course. Don't worry, I have an app for that. Stand back.
I have an app for that.
Because of me, you and Alfie nearly died. Do you still feel safe with me, Craig?
Go and help who your mates are.
No. Stupid, selfish man, always have been. I should have made you go. I should never have come here.
What would have happened if you hadn't come? Who else knows about Cybermen?
Thing is, Craig, it's tomorrow. Can't put it off anymore. Tomorrow is the day Safe mode.
Safe
me.
mode.
Come along, Bitey.
Something up with the doctor, and we owe him. I wouldn't have you or Mummy if it wasn't for him. He needs someone. He always needs someone. He just can't admit it.
Take him to teleport. No
Ah,
worries,
it's
no
so
worries.
wholesome.
They must have had a backup system.
Katrina, if any of these
Something
characters
like
die today,
A door.
I quit the show.
You
I
quit
just
the
want
show
you to know.
forever?
Steel
Yeah,
door
it's
disguised
over.
Okay.
So I'm just letting you know.
War.
Prepare everyone.
Cheating.
Please look after him. The doctor needs me.
He was a doll for that other shot.
You two need
Oh,
time alone.
for sure.
Don't follow me!
I wasn't intending to.
You do need time alone.
That's fine.
And the doctor always gives you a choice. Deactivate yourself, or I deactivate you.
You see what you're dealing with?
You are compatible. You are intelligent.
Oh no!
No! I'm not intelligent. You don't want me!
Fight it. They can't convert you if you fight back. You're strong. Don't give in to it.
You help me!
Think of
As long as they don't saw your head open like that other.
Make it stop, please! Make it stop!
Begin full conversion.
Craig was part of my I Quit the Show. By the way, it wasn't just the baby.
I know.
Alert, emotional subsystems rebooting. This is impossible.
No, it's not.
You can hear Alfie.
Daddy's coming home! Alfie!
That's right, show. I told you, and you listened.
You don't have to quit.
And it really is good that they were like, maybe we don't do the thing where we just like cut their brains open. Because it needs to be reversible.
They're emotional inhibitors.
Your daddy.
Oh, buddy.
Another review, 10 out of 10.
Cybermen. They blew up. I blew them up with love.
No, that's impossible. And also grossly sentimental and oversimplistic. Yeah,
Blew 'em up with
Love.
love.
you blew them up with love.
I'm glad you two made up for baby's sake.
How do you mean?
It's nice for baby to have two daddies who love each other.
Wait. Hang on a sec. Two daddies. You think I'm...
His companion.
Doctor.
See? I do come back.
How did you...
Time machine. But even with time travel, getting glazes on a Sunday, tricky.
You went back in time. That means you used up your hours. What about Exodus?
What about you being in trouble with Sophie when she comes back? I couldn't let that happen. I hope Sophie won't mind. I need these.
Where are you going to go?
Those stupid blue envelopes.
America.
Sophie will be home any second. Are you sure?
I can't miss this appointment, Craig.
Nothing happened. Nothing weird.
I got a nicer shirt.
Look at you two, big as thieves. Who's Daddy's little boy then?
Doctor.
What?
Ah, that's hilarious.
Come on.
Well then, old girl. Hey, I'm the doctor. I was here to help. And you are very, very welcome.
Oh, don't try and remember me. We've been far too thorough with your dear little head.
What are they?
Dr. River Sun. How clever you are. You understand what this is, don't you?
According to some accounts, it's the day the doctor dies.
And this is where it begins. You never really escaped us, Melody Pond. We were always coming for you.
How do you know who I am?
I made you what you are. The woman who kills the doctor.
Yup. I wish I had said the thought I had out loud when I had it, because now, of course,
Was it about
I can't remember it. But one of the other things I was
companions?
thinking was it had to do with the where he's going, like what's about to happen. Oh, I remember. Okay.
There it is.
So in the last episode, I think it was the last one, or one of the last couple, the doctor says to Amy that if you know your future, 2 episodes ago, if you know your own future, then you could possibly change it.
You can sometimes knowing your own future is what gives you the momentum, basically, to change it.
And
it was the girl who waits.
Yeah, he knows about his death.
Yes.
So perhaps that was a little foreshadowing that he could change something because he knows about it now where he didn't know about it before. And maybe he needed to invite all of them there because he knew that there's no way they could keep the secret even though he had told them to. And that then he would know and then he could change it. I don't know. But here's my other question. How is it possible the Doctor Who dies is so old? Like hundreds of years older than the
But
other
the Doctor Who what?
The Doctor Who died
Oh.
is old. Remember? That's a whole
He's
thing.
about 200 years older.
So, but how that can't be possible because the Doctor in this episode who's like, I die tomorrow, isn't 200 years older. He can't be because he was just here with
yeah, but
explain that to me.
How many adventures do we not see in between episodes?
Well, I guess that's
how many things
fair.
happen.
If like 200 years went by, he left Amy. 200 years went by, and he came
even
back
technically
to this time.
Through this season, he's been getting older as well.
That's true. Not 200 years worth though, because he's had
not 200 years, but there's there's time happening, so he's getting older, and then he drops Amy off, and he kind of does his own thing.
So just because it doesn't mean like the next day, I guess that doesn't make sense because it's not like a week later she'd be a model in a perfume ad or whatever.
Which I guess before she was an actress, Karen Gillan was a model who did like ads and stuff like that.
I'll believe that. She's very pretty. And where, so this is, but in terms of River, this is early in her story,
this
right?
Is after, I mean, she's had time, but after Let's Kill Hitler, when she is like, who's River Song, gets shown who River Song is, which is herself, and we see her
but this has already
interviewing
happened.
To become an archaeologist.
Then why doesn't she remember it in the first episode? Her timeline, I wish, and I know it's time travel and you really shouldn't question it too much because time travel, we've said this before, time travel inherently kind of makes no sense. But the timeline here, I wish hers was a little easier to actually logically track. And I feel like it is. It's very timey-wimey.
Yes.
Wibbly wobbly. Which is fine, but I want to like understand my brain wants to know the linear, how it all like lines up, and I don't think it's going to.
One day when we're able to, I look forward to watching her story in her order.
There's just a few like little plot hole things, I think, but I'm not like I'm not that worried about them. My brain just thinks about them, but like it's not me feeling like there are a few little like timeline plot holes is not damaging my ability to enjoy what's going on. I think it's a pretty I think the way that episode ended was super like exciting, intense, and I'm excited to see like what the last episode.
Can you just I can't imagine getting forced into a suit that's programmed to kill the person who you know you love, and
then later she's gonna rip out of it.
You don't have enough answers, you know?
Because when they find it out, they're like someone of incredible strength ripped out of this, or whatever. It must be her.
That was when she was a child.
But they saw that after she was a grown-up who shot the doctor. See, we don't need to go into it too much because like I said, the timeline is all over the place. So that could be when she was, because we definitely saw her in an astronaut suit as a child.
Yes.
During that. So who knows how it's all.
I also misspoke, I believe, when we were talking about when did Amy get taken. I think I said, I referenced it being, when was I talking about
I think there's that moment where she's in the room and then she looks at the picture.
It's before that's where I misspoke. I believe it goes as far back as to when they were in the Oval Office, when she's in the bathroom.
Interesting. Maybe so. Huh.
Because before she steps into that room with the pictures of herself, Madam What's-Her-Fucking-Face opens up the thing and looks at her.
Oh, does she?
Which means she's already been taken. So I misspoke on that, and I'm pretty sure it's when she goes into the bathroom.
Interesting.
This season is, or this series especially, is very,
Yeah.
They lean into the wibbles and the wobbles.
All right,
and then to be left under the ocean or a lake, water, whatever, to just be left.
That's not good. It's not good. I said it while it was happening, and I'll just quickly say before we wrap up, because y'all want to watch the next episode. I loved just the rest of the story. It really, it needed levity. I needed levity so bad, and I really thought we weren't going to get it. And there were like sad emotional moments and stuff scattered throughout, but it wasn't, the whole story wasn't that. And it was just so nice to have. I love James Corden in these episodes, and just the dynamic with him and the Doctor. It really shows this very silly side of the Doctor, and the baby stuff. I just absolutely loved it.
Stormagedon,
so cute.
Dark Lord of all.
Oh man, I loved it every moment. That was so great.
Yeah.
And for a minute, I was like, I meant it when I said, if they kill one of these two people, I'm done with this show. And when for a moment I thought they were going to make him a Cyberman, I was like, I'm not
like, holy
kidding.
shit.
I am done. if this doesn't change, I am done. I can't.
I killed them with love.
Oh, it was so good. It was so cute and funny. Yeah.
Good shit.
And again, it's just like, you know, the Doctor keeps being like, it was just nice to have someone who's like, look, you're too hard on yourself. And yeah, okay, so it's dangerous. But you've also done all these great things. There's a reason. Yeah, sure, you're selfish. But you know what? That doesn't mean there's not good in you. We are all like this. We all have the id and the ego, if you will. And like,
yep.
I mean, yeah. It's a timer going off over here. But
I was like, that sounded like a microwave.
it's a little timer.
One left.
Let's do it. Let's do it, y'all. Come back next week as we finish out the series. Series 6. Catch your Gallifrey guys next time. As we get Wibbly Wobbly.
And watch more Who?
Who?
The Doctor.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.